The King's Weaver, Chapter 20. After the hunt, Toravan, when I ride home at sunset, with my guards and the handful of nobles I brought with me, the pack horses laden with game, the sight of the palace tightens my throat. We hadn't gone far on the hunt, and truly, I know the gamekeepers stalk the forest around the palace, because otherwise it would be hunted out. It isn't in any way a real challenge to hunt anywhere near the palace. For that, I'd need to go leagues in any direction. But on a hunt, I can lean into the rhythm of my horse. I can draw my bow and focus the entirety of myself on my goal. I don't have to think about how the court views me, or how Caleb views me, or how I'm going to turn a kingdom, still in turmoil, from the loss of a good and steady ruler, into something that I, cold stone king that I am, can rule. Even Caleb is afraid of me. He still offered to teach me, though. And am I a fool for riding away from that today? For needing a day not to think, but to run. To not have to think about how him teaching me could be a very, very bad idea. Even though I wish to be a weaver, to write my greatest failure with everything I am. I keep telling myself, in the moments that I allow myself to think about it, that learning to be a weaver is for the kingdom's benefit. It's a skill that can be used in battle if I hone it well enough. Caleb could ride with me into battle. Not just a court mage, but a mage knight. Barella has had so few of those in the last 100 years. But then, Barella has managed to keep out of the worst of the wars that surrounded us. And to stay out of those wars, I must, absolutely must, ally myself with Galenda by marrying the Princess Irava. I bare my teeth and spur my horse to a gallop down the long tree-lined lane that leads to the front palace yard, leaning, once again, into the feel of my horse and not thinking at all. Valterre is there in the courtyard to seize my reins when I slow, and I can tell by the set of his jaw that something is wrong, but he bares his teeth in a smile as he tries to calm my panting stallion. I dismount, because staying on my mount will only keep him restless when he needs the attention of the grooms. Valterre hands my mount off and then follows me silently into the palace, which is also not a good sign. Valterre without words is a storm waiting to happen. And it does happen, 2 steps into the corridor of the royal suites. He's followed me all the way up, his steps heavier than usual. But he's waited until we're out of range of the most eager ears. "Tor," he hisses in my ear, "you went out on a hunt when you have a kingdom that desperately needs your attention? What by all the summer gods were you thinking?" I shoot him a dark look. He's not mad that I went out on a hunt, though he himself can't stomach them. His small talent in elemental healing sets his empathy far too high. His talent that he conceals, because elemental magic might be tolerated in lesser noble bloodlines, but his is one of the highest. I flex my hand in my glove. There's a bad scratch on the back of it, hastily bandaged. I'd removed my glove to better feel the balance of my